Hello and welcome to Chapter 2, Lesson 9. Today we're going to work on solving multi-step word problems. So here we've got problems that are going to take more than one step to solve. And oftentimes when kids get a problem that there's more than one step, they maybe do one step and then they stop. So we really need to make sure that we're answering the question. So one strategy we can use is to write an equation to help organize and solve multi-step problems. An equation is a sentence. Now, when we think sentences, we usually think words, right? But a sentence is just like 5 plus 5 equals 10. That's a sentence. Okay, so it's got to have that equal sign in order for it to be a sentence. If it doesn't have the an equal sign, we would call it a phrase. And it would be called not an equation, but an expression. Anyways, so an equation is a sentence that contains an equal sign, showing that both sides of the equal sign are equal, right? So if I look at this, I would say 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 equals 10. Is that true? Yes, they're balanced. They're equal to each other. All right, well, let's get started. Example 1. The music club had $390 in their account. At the concert, they earned $472. Afterwards, they had to pay, $75 to rent the stage, and they had to pay $102 for the rental equipment. How much money is in their account now? Okay, so we started here. They earned, so that means the total in their bank account is going to go up, right? So we need to add those two numbers together. Then we need to subtract the money. They would have to take money out of their bank account to pay for the stage and take money out of their bank account to pay for their equipment. So our answer is the unknown. That is the amount we need to find. So here we go. When more than one step is involved, add and subtract in order from left to right. Now, if you're not good with your lefts and rights, just think of we do math like we read. Okay, because we read left to right, we do math left to right typically, unless we're following the order. Well, we'll talk about that later. Anyways, so here we go. Step 1, add. Okay, 0 and 2 is 2. 9 and 7 is 16. 3 and 4 is 7, plus 1 more is 862. So now look here. I'm going to bring my 862 and move it to the top. 862. Notice I'm lining my ones and my tens up when I write that out. And my hundreds, except for there's no 175, but okay, so now I need to do 2 minus 5. Now I can't do that. I don't have enough to take away 5 because I only have 2. So I'm going to go next door and get 10 more. So now I have 5 tens and 12 ones. 12 minus 5 is 7. 5 minus 7, If I only have 5 apples, can I give 7 away? Nope, I don't have enough. Go next door. Now I have 7 hundreds and 15 tens. 15 minus 7 is 8. And 7 minus 0 is 7. Okay, now here I go. I'm going to bring that one up to the top of my next problem I'm solving. So I'm going to line up my ones, tens, and hundreds here. 7, 8, 7, as best I can. It's kind of tricky when you're using a device. Nope, not going to work for me. Okay. 7 minus 2, I can do that. That's 5. 8 minus 0, I can do that. That's 8. 7 minus 1 is 6. So our final answer is $685. Now, if I'm going to check for reasonableness, I could do a little bit of estimating. So we'd say, well, I started with about $400 in my account, and I made about $500. Now, since both 400 and 500 are larger than the actual 390, 472, I should try to take away a little more. So I'm going to take away 100, and 102 is about 100 again, so take away 100. So 400 plus 500 is 900. Take away 100, now we're left with 800, and take away another 100. That will make $700. Now, is $700 close to $685? Yeah, it is, isn't it? This is close to the actual amount, which is $685. They're only 15 off, so that's not so bad. The answer is reasonable. All right, let's try another one. Oh yes, sorry. We do have a little bit of vocabulary here. Our vocabulary word is variable. A variable is a symbol, often a letter, that is used to represent an unknown or a number that is not known. Now, you've actually been using variables since kindergarten. It seems like a whole new concept when you start putting letters into math, but you've been using them since kindergarten. When you did like 5 plus 2 equals, and then they put a box there. This is a variable. Okay, it shows what you're trying to find. Or even if you did 3 plus question mark equals 5, right? You would know that a 2 goes there. We're not doing anything different here. That's all a variable is. Now it would look like x plus 15 equals 35, right? Now it feels crazy that there's an x, but it's the same as a question mark or a box. So don't get concerned about it. Here's our second example. 20 people got on the bus at the first stop. At the second stop, 14 people got off. So when we get off, we would subtract. And 5 people got on, plus 5. Okay. At the third stop, 2 people got off, minus 2. And some people got on. So we know they got on, so we know we're going to need to add. And we're going to have to add the unknown. We don't know, right? We don't know because it told us sum. We don't know what sum is. So that is our variable, sum. Then there were 24 people on the bus. How many people got on at the third stop? So this right here is called an equation. Right here, and they're pretty tricky to write. So if we can start practicing this now, we should be good to go. Start understanding it now. So here we go. We're going to first start by taking 20 minus 14, and that will get us 6. 6 goes to the top. 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 goes to the top. 11 minus 2 is 9. 9 goes to the top. 9 plus something equals 24. Since 9 plus b equals 24, then 24 minus 9 is b. So if I take 24 minus 9, I would get 15. So b is equal to 15. So that means that 15 people got on the bus at the third stop. Okay, let's do some more examples here. Okay, so here we have Savannah. She had $15. She earned $20. What does that mean? Did she lose $20 or did she go up $20? She went up $20. Then she bought a gift for $8. So if you buy something, your money doesn't go up, it goes down. So you're going to do a subtracting 8. How much money does she have left? Write an equation to solve the problem. Use a variable for the unknown. Now let's talk this quick. Can you use any letter of the alphabet for a variable? Yes, you can. Now, something that we tried not to use is like a T. I'm hoping you can see why. That looks like a plus, right? And I think that's the only one really that we need to stay away from. Some people would say X is not a good one because that looks like a multiplying sign. But when we start getting to variables, we actually would use X, and then we would change the multiplying sign to a dot. Or we would do parentheses. So we kind of get rid of the multiplying sign. So let's use a H for Mrs. Hamer. Okay, so she had $15. And then she earned $20. Then she bought a gift for $8. We need to subtract 8. And the question says, how much money does she have left? So that's going to equal our variable, which is how much money she has left. Okay, so we wrote an equation. Here's our equation. That's it. We just kind of have to translate from words into numbers and letters. Use a variable for the unknown, and we need to solve. So 15 plus 20 equals 35. Bring it up. 35 minus 8 equals 15 and 8 minus 8 is 7, 27. So that means that H is equal to 27, and actually we should keep it normal. We should do 27 is equal to H. We shouldn't flip-flop them around. I'll get rid of that. So 27 is equal to H, and I always like it too when you're solving equations. If you put a box around your answer, then I can come around and check your answers more efficiently. So that's all that I have for you today. I'm trying to make the videos a little shorter so they're not so long and bogging you down. So we'll talk to you later. Please let me know if you have any questions.